Good morning, it's Tony Hayes from Paranormal Investigation UK. It's the 4th of January 2021 and we're reviewing some more footage that's arrived from the Cheshire investigation. This particular one is from the 26th of December, this Boxing Day, at 11:45 at night. This is unusually some form of light anomaly, that's what I've been told. It's what it is. So what I'll actually do is I can't actually see any traces of sound, so I'm actually going to turn the volume up. I'll amplify that. I'm going to go quite high with this. We'll listen and watch all the way through. Let's see what we've got. This, whatever it is, will be certainly within the first 2 to 3 seconds. A bit sticky. Right, okay, so obviously that's what's triggered the CCTV alert. It's a fairly quietish camera, this one, he says. What on earth is that? What on earth is making that noise? Okay, I'm just gonna put that in. I wasn't quite expecting that. Quite strange. This is end day. Is it quarter to? Yeah, it's just after 11:45 on Boxing Day, 26th of December. Okay, don't seem to be anything else in there. Where I'm going to deal with this. I see a light there. This door here, that's a light that goes onto the landing. If that's unlit, there's no landing sensor light on, so it's always a good indication it's no one's travelling. It stays on for about 3 or 4 minutes once, and it's a bright light, it shines straight through there. It's getting towards the end there. Did I see a light? There. Right, okay. That again is an accidental capture. We've got 2 accidental captures here. This strange one at the beginning. Looks like cobwebbish. We'll have a look at that. That's triggered the camera. We then have got about 57 seconds of footage. We've got that strange sound here, which starts at around 19 seconds. Let's go back a bit. Oh. I just thought I saw something I haven't. The way I'm going to deal with this, and I'm going to separate the two up. I'm going to use some different software for the actual anomaly, one at the beginning and the one at the end. What we're going to do, this is the only sound we've got. It's like a breathy voice. What is unusual with this is around about 16 seconds you can see a little bit of, because I've got the additional 24 decibels there, they're massively loud. That inherently will bring down what I call background microphone feedback. It's listening to background noise, and all they've done is actually amplifying that background. And one of the first byproducts of that is this bass frequency it lifts up here. This sound sort of just drifts in and it affects all the frequency, which is quite strange, but I've had this before in the empty room. I'll see if I'm right. If I am, I will bring that onto your attention. Like I say, see this background sound here? There's a sudden burst, an increase in frequency coming up to it now. See, I'll lift there. Basically stays there and it drifts away. Yeah. So it's like 36 seconds. 36 seconds it stops. Let's put sound stop. It's quite important that when you're investigating this type of unusual phenomena, is get your data down. You know, how long's this been taking place, and we'll go back to the beginning, and I'm actually going to stop it when we see this bass frequency feedback begin to lift up more. There. What noise start? So it comes on at around 18 seconds and goes off at about 37 seconds. So around about 9-10 seconds of strange noise. What I find fascinating with this type of capture is the sound just drifts in from nowhere. And what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to drop the volume down so we get rid of this bass frequency, and then you'll suddenly see it put an appearance in. So just so we can just get rid of that. Okay. Now what you'll see, can't see anything here, you'll see this big jump in frequency when it strikes that one there, bit of a bump before. There she goes. There's the frequency now. It just comes from nowhere. And you got this breathy sound at the end. Still there. Then around about 37-38 seconds it begins to fall away. There you go. A bit more, and it's lifted up again. And we've got that another anomaly at the end of there, which we'll look at. The logic behind this is we put an audio recorder in what we call the empty room. This is the hallway into the main office. This is like it functions and used every day. The big empty office is empty. No one's in there at all. And there was a recorder placed there a couple of weeks ago, and for about 8 minutes there's no sound at all, and the sound just drifts in from nowhere. It remains there for 8 minutes, and mixed in there are voices, male, female, predominantly male, a female a bit further away. It sounds like it's in a hollow building of these voices, and this like factory office sounds within it, and it just drifts away. Bizarre. And the theory running is this some sort of residual energy playback that has been captured, because certainly in the empty room we've had a considerable number of what we would call residual haunting types of phenomena. This one is bizarre. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's get the window up. Because undoubtedly, what am I going to do? There is this anomaly here. I have known about this. I've had it in the folder for a couple of weeks. I like to do things in order. The reason why I've not touched it, but I did look at it at the time. My immediate response was that is it some sort of cobweb that's been picked up by an insect and it's just simply flying off with it attached to its legs. It's escaped from the spider's web, for example. I just don't know how significant these anomalies are going to be. There it is. I'm going to enhance that. I'm going to do some work with that separately. Then we start getting traces of sound. There we go. The sound just comes in from nowhere. This is breathy sound. This is weird. What on earth is that? I will need to check with the owner of this one. Be absolutely certain that this is at 10 to 12 at night on Boxing Day. It can't be things like central heating. I would have thought starting up. That is really bizarre. What I'm going to try and do is take this frequency out here for a moment. just dropping up a bit there. There's a little bit of low frequency mixed in with that. For an average. Not enough to get a frequency on normal volume, so let's increase it. As the base frequency comes up now. There we go. Take those out. I think that's the frequency target. There's still quite a bit of infrasound here, which is usually shouldn't be there. That's relatively high volume as well of infrasound. This here is what we tend to get the rat stuff, these twin peaks, and this is frequency before. Undoubtedly, it's human frequency, but what the hell and why is this strange one? Okay, a considerable amount of infrasound, because if you look here, I've got all EQ up, but it only starts at 20. I'll go to 20,000. That's all we can hear. So I can't take infrasound out because I haven't got an EQ for it. That is quite high volume. So let's just find out how high. Let's give that a second. No sound there yet. Now it comes in. It's there. It's there. We are actually going to do some infrasound experiments in this property, just to see if we can record some. It's incredibly difficult for audio engineers to actually record infrasound because we're dealing with frequencies we cannot hear, so we tend to go for 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz. Infrasound being 0 to 20 Hertz, ultrasound being 20,000 Hertz onwards. And it's taking some time to back away to decay that, but undoubtedly let me just go to flat. There she goes. That is bizarre. all this weird sound comes in the beginning from 0, quite high volume. The highest volume is the infrasound, all the way through to about 200 hertz, and then there's this peaky sound here, which we have for the noise itself, the breathy sound there. Right, okay. Let's go back to flat on that. I've gone as far as I can with the actual audio. What I want to do now is take a couple of screenshots of this anomaly. Quite difficult to just simply can't get it. Well, that's what triggered the CCTV. So what we'll do, we'll take a screenshot of this one. Mainly I'll just use this because I can expand it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go to the media player and look at this in a little bit more detail. So call this light one. Go right to the end, and there's something else that comes into picture, which is again quite strange. Here, there you go. I think that's dust. Yeah. Or insect based. Right, okay, what we need to do now is come out of this particular software and go to a different type. You would have seen me use, those of you watching the Cheshire case will see me do this previously. Let me just grab the just let that configure itself. It'll take a minute. I think it's important to what we're dealing here. We've got some light anomaly at the beginning, we've got this strange sound in the middle, and then we've got another light anomaly at the end. Treat each one separately. No, never get tricked into thinking that they're significant and therefore got to group them together. Throwing them all in the bucket never tends to work, so we need to look at these individually. So there's that one. All I have to do is just want to split that. I need to go find the last one now. Moves very, very quickly. Moves so fast, there you go. I think I've got it there. Yeah. So what I'll do, split that. I've just got the two pieces now. Okay, I'm going to look at the last one first. The reason for that is that I think this is the easiest one to exclude. Okay, so let's go to video tools, expand that. comes in quite late, if I remember right. There. Yeah. Okay. That is dust. That can I touch? It's just a simmer. So we can get rid of that. That's nothing. This one, however, is a little bit stranger. There. What I tend to do is the ones that I've got an interest in, I'll tend to save. This is a separate file, quite handy for other investigators to look at. And there she comes, there. Something sort of breaks away there. Then it's gone. When it splits, I would have expected the cobweb to still be lit up. Cobweb's been quite a slimy, slippy white thread, and what you get is, if you imagine a white line with little dots in between, all the way down, which brights. This is where the threads of the spiders ejected the thread as it's making it, and you get these little dots which shine up. I'm far from convinced this is a spider's web. I would have expected to still be lit up. Comes across as a straight line. It then begins to break there. And it carries on. And away. That is most strange. You see tend to see an awful lot more when you slow something down. Yeah, it breaks away there. It's parts. Well, if an insect's carrying out on the end of its wing, on the end of its legs or whatever, I can't see it flapping. Is it cobweb circulating? Because of air movement. This is a quarter to 12 on Boxing Day. Excuse me. It's an unusual one. We can disclude the one at the end. Undoubtedly, it's some airborne particle. I'll have a rational explanation of that. What we've got then is this anomaly, light anomaly. Never call them spirit orbs. Don't even mention the word orb. It's a light anomaly, and it's still a light anomaly because we don't know what it is. We record that carefully. Allow anyone that's reviewing this particular one, the movie, which is being slowed down. So I will split them. I'll save the other one, and I'll save this one as well. And then the voice in the middle was copied off the screenshot of the frequency. We need to know of the infrasound that just seems to come from nowhere. Can we account for it? Because this is Saturday, Boxing Day, Saturday the 26th of December at 11:45 at night. The likelihood of anyone being in this room is 0, backed up by the fact that light is off. If you're walking into this, the only way you can get into this main office is through this door. You also need to pass a camera on the landing, this camera here, then you go into the main office. There's also 2 cameras above and 2 in the window. Nothing human based is in that building. I'm comfortable with that. Is this light anomaly significant? And because it's within probably 12-14 seconds before this infrasound drifts in, followed by the breathy voice sounding. It's quite strange. I've never been able to understand EVPs or disembodied voices where it sounds like they're breathing. What the hell does a ghost do with lungs? It's got no functioning organs. So I don't know. It's going to be it's one of them sort of ones that you need to write up very carefully. Put all the points down there. Don't take a judgment call. There isn't a problem about saying something is unusual. There is a difference when you start giving it a major paranormal label. I'm just really not sure with this. Everything sort of points in that direction, and this could be one of the most traumatic pieces of evidence we've actually had from this room, because a lot of the raps and bangs that we've been experiencing, I'd say 2/3 of them will have a rational explanation, particularly building settlement, cooling down, that type of thing. So that was an interesting one. That's where it pays dividends to always analyse your footage carefully. Don't get tricked into looking at a media player on your mobile phone and say, oh, it's a bit of spider's web. When you analyse it carefully, it's not quite what you think it is. And the other side of it is turn the volume up and I got that weird sound, and a little bit more information with that infrasound, and that's just in 1 minute of footage. Quite remarkable. Okay, see you in the next video.